iPhone with control. You can turn on call contacts, play albums, or play playlists.
Hi.
Oh, Jesus. I haven't even had my first coffee yet, and here you are with a hard-on waiting for me to open the shower.
Oh,
I'm afraid we're not open.
but I'm not here.
Isn't it a bit early? When did you go to sleep, wake up, shave, shower, have breakfast, and get here before me wanting to fuck?
Oh, no, sir, I'm not here to engage in improper behavior.
Improper behavior? You mean to fuck?
Yes. I'm not here for that.
Then what brings you to our humble brothel?
My name is George Rivera.
Okay, George, mysterious young man who isn't here to engage in improper behavior. What can I do for you?
I'm from Health and Human Services. You know, it's that time of year again.
Oh, is it? I always look forward to the annual health inspection, this and April 15th. Hey, what happened to Kevin?
He is our division chief now, and I'm the new inspector.
How wonderful. He must have been promoted for his decades of hard public service. And now we have you, who can't even say the word fuck without feeling grossed out. But give it a year or two. Pretty soon, you'll be asking for money or free pussy in exchange for overlooking a thing or two. But I'm just a burnout brothel owner who sells pussy for a living, so what do I know, right? You may prove to be the perfect embodiment of ethical values. Who knows? I'm alive. Don't mind this grumpy man grumbling and mumbling between his teeth. Just go ahead and do what you have to do.
Thank you, sir. Everything looks up to code. Let me ask you this. Do your employees...
Employee, just one. Thanks to you guys and your stupid, meaningless regulations, I still have one employee working for me.
Okay, does your employee during the course of the sexual act follow?
Oh, Jesus Christ, enough with the fancy words. You're not a news anchor on CNN. You're here to inspect a fucking whorehouse. Could you please say fuck just once and get it over with? You speak English, right? And where the fuck is Valerie with my coffee?
Does your employee follow the safety guidelines set by the health department during the course of the fucking?
Yes. Oh yes, our nice boy finally muttered the ugly word. I'm sure he'll repent it later and wash his mouth out, but right now he just became a man. Oh, and to answer your question, I personally supervise my employee putting the condom on the customer's dick. And then, again, during what you would have called intercourse before you said fucking, I personally hold the condom on the customer's dick while he gives it to her really bad.
May I remind you, sir, that you're speaking to a state official. Could you please start taking me seriously?
I'm sorry. Yes, we follow all the safety guidelines.
How about the doctor's check?
The doctor's check, you mean have the doctor present?
No, not have a doctor present. I mean, does your employee put on a glove and check the customer's genital area for signs of sexually transmitted diseases?
Oh, that, of course we do. Is that what you call it, doctor's check?
Yes, that's what we call it in the industry. It's in your manual. You should give it a read sometime. How about the wipe? Does your employee wipe the customer's genital area with alcohol after?
Yes, sir, they do. You see, the sex here is very automatic, very robotic, just like the state requires. Put on the gloves, do the doctor's check, put on the condom, open the legs, boom, 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 customer ejaculates. Put on the gloves again, wipe the genital area with alcohol, everybody is happy.
Wonderful then. My work here is done. Have a good one.
Excuse me, name?
George.
Yes, sorry, George, I haven't had my coffee yet. What was I going to say? Oh, yes, a while back, I applied to expand my business. You know, I have only one employee, and she's getting old, and let's face it, she's not in demand anymore. You should see some of the comments about her on Yelp.
I thought that was for restaurant reviews only.
No, in the beginning, yes, but nowadays people will write all kinds of shit on it. Everybody's a fucking critic now.
I mean, sometimes I read about the discontentments of self-important folks who think the world revolves around them, but just to have fun. A review out of Whorehouse, so now you have me curious. I mean, what could they be saying?
Well, just type in House of Pleasure and see for yourself.
I don't have a phone with me, but I...
Well, then I just have to imagine it, won't you?
Look, I understand your concern, but I'm not going to shut down a website just to save your business. Plus, you have a monopoly. There aren't any other brothels in the area.
A monopoly in this county, not in all of North Dakota. The next brothel is only 50 miles away, and that motherfucker has 2 young girls working for him.
Then get rid of yours and hire some younger ones who'll make you some more money.
No, that would have solved all my problems. And actually, I thought long and hard about it, but it's not that simple. You see, she has been with me for so long. I can't just throw her out on the street.
So you're a pimp with a conscience and a big heart.
Hey, asshole, don't fucking judge me, all right? Just because I sell pussy for a living doesn't mean I can't be loyal. Heck, it's not my fault that God Almighty gave man a dick and woman a hole and put an unstoppable desire in man to put his dick into a woman's hole whenever he can. The next time you go to church, take that up with your God or your priest who fondles little children just before asking if you have a place in your heart for Jesus.
Are you done?
Yes.
Good. And don't call me asshole if pretend got that. Listen, nobody, nothing can stop me from shutting down this shithole. We can't let you expand your business simply because you don't have enough space.
What do you mean, not enough space? I have 2 rooms inside.
One of which is a living room you use as an office. It may be my first time here as a state inspector, but it is not my first time on the job. I know that you sit out here all summer and fall, but once it is cold, you are inside, leaving your employee with only 1 room with which to conduct business. The law stipulates very clearly that each employee...
Prostitute!
Prostitute, hooker, whore! Happy now. Each one should have their own room. The only way to expand your business would be, I don't know, to build a 2nd story. You could build some more rooms.
Yeah, and where the fuck am I going to get the money to build a 2nd floor with one aging prostitute who nobody wants to fuck anymore?
It's not my problem now, is it?
You know, in Germany, they have brothels where customers pay a $100 flat fee to get into one big room. Once inside, they can fuck as many girls as they want. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet. We're supposed to be the ones who are business friendly, but no. Instead, we have these stupid, meaningless regulations. I don't get it.
And move to Germany and open up a brothel there. No one is stopping you.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's okay. It's not like we lost a lot of business in your absence.
So, this morning, I got your coffee in my usual extra hot, extra caramel macchiato from the usual place. I know it's a weird drink, and the cute barista boy hates me for it. But what can I do? That's how I like it. Extra hot so it burns my throat, and extra caramel because I am not sweet by nature, and I need to take a lot of sweetness in. But that's not the point. What was the point? Coffee shop. So, I'm walking out with the drinks, and Ahmet, the owner, stops me. And I'm like, what the fuck, Ahmet? Why are you stopping me?
Because you didn't pay?
Well, no, but I never do. Ahmet and I have a kind of arrangement. He gives me coffee, and then once every 3 months, I go back into his office and, take care of business.
Are you telling me you've been fucking the guy to pay for the coffees you've been getting me all these years?
Yeah.
No. They invented a thing called money for business transactions a couple thousand years ago in one of these ancient civilizations. I don't know which exactly, but it was in the news. We don't see money much anymore because everybody carries plastic, which means I have to pay a percentage to the bank. Whatever happened to money, papers, and coins as currency?
Oh, honey, pussy is the best currency in human civilization. If I knew history, I could probably give you lots of examples of women who use their currency very well. But I don't know history. Anyway, so Ahmed stops me, right? And I'm like, what the fuck, Ahmed? Didn't we settle the account last month? What happened? I'm so pissed at that ugly-looking asshole. I'm ready to make a big scene in front of his morning crowd. He pulls me into his office, and he shows me a page on which he's written every drink I've gotten. At the bottom is a total, $180, which he wants me to
Pay.
settle. I'm like, look, Ahmed, we settle the account every 3 months, not every month. And he shows me a picture of a beautiful, voluptuous girl on his phone. Okay, she was beautiful. What do you want me to say? She had that exotic look, like you couldn't quite tell where she was from.
You know that's the definition of real beauty.
What is?
The thing you just said. You look at a beautiful person and you can't tell where she or he is from.
Well, by your definition then, since the second you look at me, you can tell I'm from Kansas, I'm not beautiful. Whatever. Anyway, Ahmed tells me this exotic beauty charges $180 an hour.
Yeah, well, you know, it's illegal for her to market herself on the internet. God knows who she's working for. She's probably being exploited as a sex slave. Because of the tens of thousands of single men working at the oil fields around here, it became a very lucrative business for gangs to exploit girls. That's why the state legalized prostitution, and we have this perfectly legal brothel for consensual sex.
Well,
You come to our safe, clean brothel, pay, get your fix, and go.
legal or illegal, pal, I'm telling you, she was gorgeous. You know I'm not a dyke, right? But even I could put on a strap-on and fuck her.
Oh, great, Valerie, great. Not only do I have to worry about diminishing business, now I have to deal with losing you to the competition.
Come on, Hal. You know I'm kidding, right?
Oh.
I'm not going anywhere.
Ha, 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 very funny. I am so relieved. I have got to go see Kevin and tell him to crack down on these girls who market themselves on the internet. Oh, so what happened with Ahmed? From now on, will he fuck that exotic beauty and start charging you money for the coffees?
Yeah, he's right. I can't blame him. We'll continue with our little arrangement, except once every 3 months, we'll settle the account once a month.
I hope to God you don't pay your rent like this.
Not that it's any of your business, but no, I don't use pussy to pay my rent. God knows I tried. The landlord refused. He said, I'm happily married. Right. I don't buy it. You show me a man married to a beautiful woman, I'll show you a guy who's tired of fucking her. I'm pretty sure I was too old for him. If I were young and hot like I used to be, I'd be living there rent-free. So, let me change what I said earlier. Pussy is the best currency in human civilization with an expiration date.
I don't know whether to be sad or happy to not be a woman. Hell, I don't even know whether I'm happy to be a human.
Are you okay? You know, you seem a little tensed.
I'm okay.
No, you're not. Did something happen?
The health inspector came today. He denied my application. Unless I build a second floor, I won't be able to hire anybody else.
Oh, I'm sorry. No wonder you're tense. Don't worry. Just sit back. I know how to relax.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Are you sure? You look like you could use a little spiritual and physical uplifting.
Thanks, Val, really, but Karen uplifted my spirit last night a bunch of times. I don't know what's gotten into her. It must be the hormones.
Hormones? Oh, don't tell me. Again?
Oh, yes, again.
How many months?
2.5.
You don't seem super excited about it.
Of course I am not.
Come on, Hal. It's a baby. A miracle. A living, breathing miracle.
I
that you're
already
gonna
have
tell.
2 miracles. I don't have the energy for a third one. I'm too lazy to go to the bathroom. How am I going to find the energy to play with a new baby?
You'll be fine. Be happy. I don't know what to say to you. Congratulations. Wow. Who knew, huh?
What? That I could be married to Karen and she could be the mother of my kids?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
You can say it, Val, it's okay. Look, I have been in this business long enough to have seen plenty of mothers who shouldn't have brought a child into this world, but they did anyhow. I've also seen plenty of hookers who could have been perfect mothers and wives, but the opportunity never presented itself. I believe you could have been a great mother.
Do you really think so?
Of course. You're loving, caring. This thing that we do here, Val, it's just what we do for a living. It's not who we are.
So, I guess Karen's one of the lucky ones.
Huh. Well, I'm pretty lucky too. She's a great woman. The day she came in here, she walked in here with an aura, you know. I still remember she was wearing black pants, a yellow sweater, and a bluish shawl. I was smitten when I saw her. After a little chat about what she expected from the job and what I expected from her, I was ready to take her for a test drive, you know? To see if she had what it took to make the clientele happy.
I know. You did the same with me.
Right, but I didn't kiss you.
You kissed her?
I had to. I had to lock my lips on her.
Wow.
And that was it. To this day, I can't get enough of kissing her.
You know, it's funny when you think about it. The cocks I've sucked span farther than the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm talking lengthwise here. Put them side by side, easily wider than the Golden Gate Bridge. But in all those years of working, not a single man loved me. No one made me a wife and mother. Just my luck, I guess, or lack of luck. Oh, forget mother and wife. No one even asked me out.
Did you want them to?
I don't know. I guess not. I mean, a guy pays to fuck you and then you go out wine tasting. But it wouldn't have hurt to be asked, to be loved.
What about that young guy?
You won't believe it, but I was just thinking about it.
He was crazy about you. We made a lot of money out of that guy.
He must have moved or something, otherwise he would have kept coming back here. He was such a nice guy. Crazy artist type. God, you know, before he came, every single time, he shaved, showered, and put on cologne. Who does all of that for a hooker?
Hey, I don't do that for my wife. I love her. And, but you know, after 2 kids and a third in the oven, who's got time for all the niceties?
Not only that, but he insisted on going down on me every single time. I said, "Are you crazy? Do you know how many dicks have been down there before you?" But he didn't mind. Crazy son of a bitch. He would sing romantic songs in my ear, try to kiss me. Once he even asked me to make love to him like he was my lover. Writer or artist or some shit. You know how crazy they are.
Yeah, I know, real nutcases.
Isaac.
Huh?
Isaac. His name was Isaac. Funny how I remember him so well.
You should look him up. Maybe he wrote a book about you and you don't even know it.
Maybe I am so famous because of that book that Hollywood producers will be calling you soon to speak to me.
We should start thinking about who should play you.
What's there to think about? Meryl Streep. But I won't meet with her.
You won't?
Nope. If she wants to play me, she has to use her imagination.
Here comes our first customer of the day.
See anything you like? Of course you do. Come on inside, baby. I'll show you a very good time. Come on inside. Come on. I don't have all day. Don't you want pussy? Of course you don't, because you're a faggot. I've got a strap on inside. I'll fuck you in the ass.
What the fuck are you doing? It's bad enough that we don't have enough business. When we finally get a customer, you scare him away. Are you out of your mind?
What was I supposed to do? Let him examine you like an exotic animal?
If he wants to, these are our clients now. You can't treat them like shit.
You're right. I might have overreacted a little.
Overreacted? How about you screamed your lungs out at the poor guy? I'm trying to run a business here, and you're not making it any easier for me. We need to talk, Val.
Oh, God, I hate that sentence. Nothing good ever comes after that. We have to talk shit. Either your job or you love her, you definitely lose something.
Will you just relax and listen for a second?
No, I can't relax. I know I'm not young and beautiful anymore, okay? I gave you my youth, and now you're throwing me away like a finished cigarette.
Oh, can you fucking relax for a second? Nobody is throwing anybody away.
No?
No, Jesus. Good God, woman, when will you learn to listen first?
So, if you're not firing me, what do we need to talk about?
Well, you know my family is growing, and business isn't good. I need to make some changes around here.
What kind of changes?
Well, because the state won't allow me to put in an extra bed and hire another woman, I was...
Young girl, Hal. Just say it. That's what you want here. A young girl.
Maybe a younger woman. But I was thinking of keeping you here as a kind of maid.
Maid? What the?
Listen, I'm not done yet. Just listen. Personal assistant slash cleaner kind of thing. You won't have to do anything you don't want to do. This will all just be a cover. I'll hire a new girl and pay a small percentage of her earnings to you. You'll still be working with your regulars, even though there aren't many.
Fuck you, Hal. I have plenty of regulars. Where's my
No,
notebook? I'm going to show you just how many
you don't
I
have many regulars anymore. You know that as well as I do.
Just wait. When I find my list, you will be so embarrassed.
It's okay. I believe you. Stop searching. So, do we have a deal?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Val, what is there to think about? It's not like we have a lot of alternatives here.
Okay, I get it. But if we don't have options, then why are you asking me what I think? You're going to do what you're going to do, so go ahead and hire a young girl. Who cares? But I'm not cooking or cleaning for a teenager. Got it? I'm warning you.
Got it. I promise you won't do any of that. I'm glad we agreed.
But Hal, I have plenty of regulars, and you know that. I'm going to find that list and show you. Where did I put that damn right there? Well?
Well, what?
Is she coming or not?
She should be here any minute now. Why? What's the rush?
What do you mean, what's the rush? If she's not coming, I want to change to be ready for my customers. I don't want to lose any business because of her interview.
Right, like people are lining up outside to talk to you.
What are you mumbling about out there?
Oh, nothing. Just don't change yet. I didn't tell her about the possibility you'd be working too. She thinks she'll be the only woman here. From the pictures she sent me, she looks really young and beautiful, and she's very experienced. You really need her here to understand. It'll be very good for business. So sit tight and don't open your big mouth.
Okay, I get it. Don't talk to me like I'm an idiot. Youngsters these days don't have any respect for other people's time.
Did you just say something to me?
Oh, you must be Rosa.
You shut the fuck up for a second. So you don't even know me and yet you're talking about me behind my back?
What a fucking
You
clown.
think this is a circus? Wait till you see me fuck from a trapeze. Until then, shut the fuck up.
Let's take it easy. Please, sit. We don't need any hostility now, do we?
Who is this bitch anyway? You know what? Don't tell me. I don't care. I don't want her here. I am the son, remember? It's in my manifesto. I emailed it to you.
Oh, a hooker with a manifesto.
Yes, bitch, I'm a hooker with a manifesto because I don't have a double-digit IQ like you. Unlike you, I use my brain for what they call thinking. So if I'm a hooker, it's not because I'm a victim of fate. It's because I like sex.
Okay, genius hooker. If you're so smart, what are you doing in a dump like this?
Good question. Maybe I'm sick of adventure and want to settle down and have a permanent address. Maybe I've done everything else under the sun and want to add this to the list. Hell, I could be running away from some people and use this place as a refuge. The truth is for me to know and for you to use your tiny brain to wonder about.
Oh, who gives a fuck? Like I don't have anything else to worry about.
Hey, ladies, what's with all the negativity?
Listen, pal.
It's how.
Whatever, pal. I don't want her here. I am the sun, remember? You obviously didn't read my manifesto, because if you had, you'd know that when I'm around, nothing. The moon, the galaxies, the other planets do not matter. However bright they were, they disappear. Got it?
You're absolutely right. I am very sorry. I didn't read your manifesto. It was very long. And I have 2 children, and my wife is pregnant with a 3rd. As you can imagine, they all keep me very busy, but I will read it. I promise you that. Valerie here just helps with some administrative work and some cleaning around the place, that's all. So, I already know your name is Rosa. Can you tell me more about yourself?
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why do you care who I am? You should consider yourself with what I do. I'm not here to make friends, and before you go on the whole spiel about, oh, we're like a family here, don't, because I don't give a fuck about family either.
I totally understand. It's just that, you know, it's a very difficult business that we are in.
Not for me, it's not. Maybe for this sensitive bitch behind me, but for me, not at all. Just lie down, open your legs, and let them through. Not brain surgery, for God's sake. If you think this is difficult, you haven't been out there in the real world. You have no idea how difficult things are for a lot of different people.
I totally appreciate and admire the fact that for you, this is like a walk in the park. But still, you know, for some women, this can be a bit, what is the word that I'm looking for here?
How the hell do I know what word you're looking for? You're the one looking for le mot juste.
The what?
Le mot juste. The right word. The great French novelist Gustave Flaubert spent his entire life agonizing over finding the right word. Don't get me wrong, Madame Bovary is a great novel, but like you, he was a coward.
Howard?
Yes, coward. Say what you want to say. Words themselves don't matter. It's what they mean that counts. Look what happened. The poor guy spent his entire life agonizing over finding just the right word in French, when in English alone we have 20 different crappy translations, all of which have the wrong word. Not that I see the capacity or willingness in either of you to read them, but in case you do, stay the fuck away from translations. Yes, I speak French too, bitch. Tu es la grande putain. Have you ever fucked in France when you're high on coke and ecstasy? Or danced all night in Ibiza? No. It's okay. I don't blame you. And you, spit it out, be a man. Doing this can be what for someone?
Traumatic. Yes, it can be traumatic. You're letting a complete stranger into your body. I'm no woman, so I'll never know, but this must be a very difficult thing for a woman.
Isn't this a little sexist?
Sexist.
Yes, you heard me, sexist. It's perfectly fine for a man to pay and enter a woman he doesn't know, but not okay for a woman to let him into her body?
I don't think I'd follow.
Oh, drop this, I'm so sensitive, I feel your pain and sorrows bullshit. In case you forgot who you are, you're a fucking pimp. You sell women for money to support your loving family. I'm a commodity and you will sell me. Besides, like, I don't know you're gonna try and fuck me the first opportunity.
Rosa, I'm afraid we are not.
Oh no, we're communicating just fine. All you need to know is that I'm very good at what I do. Everyone is born to do something and this is it for me. There is nothing that men want women to do that I won't do. When it comes to sex, I've done just about everything. Kinks, boots, whips, leather, peeing on the chest, shitting on the back. Oh no, you poor little thing, did I scare you? Nobody's asked you to shit on their belly or piss inside your pussy before they fuck you. Nobody's asked you to hold onto a big rope and travel to the darker side of the human soul. Been there. You're better off where you are.
I feel your pain, girl. I see you, I really do. I see everything you've suffered and all your humiliations. I see your organs, your veins, your blood, your cells. And if it makes you feel better to put me down, by all means do it. And shame on you for letting her talk to me like that.
Valerie, wait! Where are you going? Was that really necessary? This is a service industry. It's important to maintain a positive and friendly environment. Also, I'm not so sure that our clientele will be as adventurous as you. I'm talking about blue-collar guys. They live in what they call man caves, get off work around 3 p.m., hit the bars afterwards, drink lots of beer, and then head on over here. A lot of times they get soft because of all the beer they drink. We give them 15 minutes. If they don't come in this time, it's even better. They have to buy some more time. I make more money, you make more money. You suck the guy a little, you let him fuck you in a good old missionary or doggy, you let him come, and he goes back to his man cave, or to his wife and children, as a happy man.
Simple as that.
Sure it is. I always thought of us as the emergency valve of the whole society. We take the pressure off.
Really.
But I have to warn you, some of them may ask you to do things that you might not want to do.
Oh my God.
What's so funny?
I just told you 30 seconds ago that there is nothing I don't do when it comes to sex. I cannot believe I wasted my time with you archaic-minded asshole.
Where are you going?
Fuck you is where I'm going.
I'm sorry, please don't say anything. I know I'm late. I hope you didn't lose any distance.
You didn't see the line reaching all the way around the corner of people waiting anxiously to be with you? I could hardly contain them. If they saw you come in, they'll finally calm down.
Okay, you're mad.
No, I'm fine.
Hey, you have coffee. Why do you have coffee?
Because I got it on my way here.
But why? You know I always bring you coffee.
Listen, Val, I don't want you to bring me any more coffee, okay?
But why? I've been bringing you coffee since the second day I started here. Remember the first day? We met. I came in, I had a cup, and you didn't. You said, oh, I'd give my right arm for a cup of coffee.
I did?
Yes. And I wanted to go get you one right then, but you wouldn't let me leave, so we shared my cup of coffee. We sipped from the same cup the day we met. And I've been bringing you coffee ever since. So why this sudden change? Why now?
Look, Val, I'm sorry to forget the whole history of our little morning ritual. I am not an ungrateful asshole. Well, maybe sometimes I am. But not to the point of forgetting everything you did and are still doing for me. I'm not talking about just coffee here. I mean everything.
Oh my God. Is this the start of another one of those we have to talk conversations? I thought we were done with it.
Jesus Christ, woman, could you please just sit here and listen? I am trying to make a point here. Look, your job is safe. We talked about this before. It's just that I don't want you to bring me any more coffee.
But why?
Call me crazy, but it really bothers me that you fucked the guy to pay for my coffee, and yours. Here, I wrote you a check.
Are you serious?
It's not a lot, but it won't cover all the coffees you bought me over all of these years that I had completely forgotten about. I'll take care of the rest of it later.
Do you know how ridiculous you are? I fuck men for a living. I rent my vagina for very short periods of time to strangers. That's what I do, and I do it here in your shop, under your roof. And while I'm back here in this room getting fucked, you stand out here like a little dog protecting his property. So don't fucking lecture me about ethics.
Look, I know it sounds stupid.
You think?
And you don't have to keep reminding me what we do for a living. I'm completely aware of it. I I hand out condoms to the customers. I mean, it's bad enough we do it here in this perfectly legal, state-controlled business, but I don't think we should be doing it anywhere else.
Why does it matter how I pay? And why the fuck do you care all of a sudden? Are you my father or my husband?
No! Just don't buy coffee from me.
Fine. You know, I was thinking last night about that crazy bitch who came in for the interview. She was crazy, and she was a bitch. But that girl lived. You could see it in her eyes. She had that, I've been there, done that kind of attitude. I thought to myself, what have I done? Have I lived? I didn't want to face reality. I did not want to find out the answers. So I rolled a nice fat joint, and I hit it real hard. God, it felt so good. And then I thought the best way to escape reality was to watch some reality TV. Do you get it? So there I am, sipping my Jameson, eating my buttercream ice cream, and getting ready to watch people worse off than me so I could feel better about myself. I'm telling you, reality TV is the best medicine for people with low self-esteem. You watch any one of those shows, and if you don't feel super good about yourself, I don't know anything. But last night, there was no reality TV. None. Not on any channel. No Kardashians. No Honey Boo Boo. No Housewives. From any state. I got so pissed, I started zapping the channels up and down until I couldn't see anything at all until I saw his face.
Whose face?
Steve Jobs. You know the one. He stares so intensely, it's like he's looking into your soul. It was one of those documentaries, and normally I could care less about documentaries, but this one, his face, made me stop and watch. They went on and on and on about how he was a genius and a revolutionary, and a visionary and cruel and rude and a hippie. And he pushed everyone around him to perfect the iPods, the iPads, the iPhones, the shits. But that's not all. He would do anything to get away from the fame, the money, the power, and just live the simple life of an artist in Paris. I thought to myself, wow, look at this guy. He has the entire world at his fingertips, and he wasn't happy. He wasn't satisfied with what he had. He was ready to give it up to be something, somebody else. He was after the life he didn't have. So I thought to myself, what lives didn't I have? Lives anywhere, everywhere else.
Let's hear your conclusion then. What did you come up with?
Nothing. I fell asleep and saved myself from getting into trouble. Let me tell you, sleep is the best savior. You know how when you're shivering cold and you get under the warm blankets and it feels so good? Sleep is like that. It covers all your problems, pains, fears, and insecurities.
How do you think I protected myself from Karen? When she talks too much and gets on my nerves, I start yawning and force myself to go to sleep.
What about you, Hal?
What about?
How many lives have you wanted, could have had?
Oh, God, so many.
Like what?
I don't know. Look, do we have to do this right now?
What's wrong with now? Tell me.
A DJ, maybe?
DJ? Hal? You never told me that.
Oh, there are a lot of things I never told you.
DJ, huh?
I actually did that for a little. When I was very, very young. And not in any big clubs, but I did play small venues. I'm talking late 70s, early 80s. The height of disco, funk, and soul. God, it was so much fun.
What happened? Why did you stop?
Val, do we really have to go through all of this right now? I mean, how long did we work together?
12 years.
12 years, I haven't told you many things in my life. And now I have to share every little detail in one day.
I don't think I want to know every little detail. detailed, but I would like to know why you stopped teaching.
I had a girlfriend, Stacy. She was a hostess at the bar where I played a couple nights a week. We were young, in love. It was the 80s, and the music was rocking the whole world. And almost everyone was high on whatever drugs they got their hands on. So were we. It was fun at first, you know? Getting high, listening to the music, fucking all day and all night. But then it stopped being fun. We couldn't make enough money to afford our habit. We had to do something. We either had to get away from the whole culture, which, trust me, is not that easy to do because God knows we tried, or find the money. I told Stacy I would rob the bar we worked in. She had maybe a more reasonable solution. She started sleeping with bar customers in exchange for money. It was painful to let the girl I loved fuck strangers so she could get the money to feed our addiction. At first. But like all bad things in life, we got used to the situation very quickly. Pretty soon I was helping her with scheduling, driving, the whole business side of things. And here I am 30 years later, still doing the same thing.
What about Stacy?
About her. Val, where is this philosophical shit coming from so early in the morning? Don't you see the deep shit that I'm in? We don't have enough business, and I have got to find a new girl soon. So please, don't fuck with my head. I gotta put one more ad in the paper. I'll be back in a bit.
I feel bad.
Why?
I have someone you don't.
You don't have to feel bad. It's my fault. I forgot to get it.
Do you want me to go get you one too? Or we could share this one? It's not like we haven't done it before. I mean, for Christ's sake, you've been inside me, so we'll survive if we swallow each other's spit.
Thank you, Val. But I really want a sip of your coffee right now. But I have got to force myself to get into the habit of getting my own.
Suit yourself. Oh, just so you know, I paid for this with real money.
Oh yeah, good. Oh, how did Ahmed take this new form of payment?
He was pleased, actually. I suppose he'll use the money he gets from me on coffee now on some young whore. I didn't expect him to cry or anything, but it wouldn't have hurt if he'd just been a little disappointed.
You can always come here.
You mean we can do it here, but not in his office?
Val, don't start again. I thought we were done with this.
I really don't get you. After 12 years, you never cease to amaze me. You do this, and yet you have a big heart. Sometimes you're businesslike, cold, and calculating. Other times you're this soft, sensitive, almost fragile little kid. I don't think I really know you.
Well, that makes two of us then. I don't really know myself either. The other day, Karen was watching this cheesy TV series. I was watching her. Here is the woman that I love, the mother of my 2 kids, pregnant with the 3rd. And yet I'm thinking to myself, I wish she wasn't pregnant so that I could put her to work.
Work? You mean here? Please tell me you're not serious.
I thought about it. And it's hard to admit, even to myself, but I really thought about it. I mean, I really still need somebody else here anyway, right? So why not her? Even after 2 kids, she's still young and beautiful.
Come on, Hal, be serious. You can't do that.
Why the fuck not?
Because she's your pregnant wife?
I know she's pregnant, but if she wasn't, it would have worked out perfectly. We really need the money. And with her, I wouldn't have to give away half of my earnings. What? Tell me the difference between asking my wife to work here and some film director who's frustrated with his wife's performance and asks her to make love to her co-star with more passion. And they always give the same response when asked, what was it like to film your wife in a sex scene? You know, making art here, and you have to make sacrifices. Well, here's my response. Fuck art. I'm trying to make a living here.
Okay. So, what are we gonna do? Wait for your wife to give birth? I thought we were in a dire situation.
Oh, we certainly are, which is why we can't wait. I invited a girl for an interview.
What, today?
Yes, today. She said she'd swing by today. She should be here any minute.
Who's the girl?
Her name is Sue.
Sue?
No, Sue. S-U. It means water or something in her own language.
What language is that?
I don't remember. Some Asian country?
Asian?
Yeah. Is there a problem?
No problem. Just Asian girl in North Dakota?
Yeah, I thought about that. But there were so many blonde and blue-eyed girls who applied. Sue was the only one who was different, and I decided I could give her a try. Plus, men love Asian women.
Men love any woman with a hole they can fill.
Yeah, true. But they love Asians more. Just look at the porn sites.
I wouldn't know how. My life is porn. When I go home, I watch trashy reality TV or Sex and the City reruns.
Oh, I love that show. 4 glamorous, powerful women drinking Cosmo and talking about love and sex. And the background is always New York City. It's magnificent. What character are you? I think you are Samantha. Everybody tells me I'm Charlotte. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Sue.
Valerie, but you can call me Val and I'll call you Sue, short for Suzanne.
No, it's just Sue. It means water in Turkish. I know it's weird, right? My name is Turkish, but I am not. If you ask my father, he would tell you this really long story. To make it short, he was trekking the Silk Road. You know Silk Road, right?
A road made out of silk.
Very funny. Oh, you must be Hal. So happy to meet you, and thank you again for the opportunity. I promise, I won't let you down.
Okay. I haven't hired you yet. We just met. This is just an interview.
Oh no, of course not.
The Silk Road?
Excuse me? Oh, right, I was telling you about my name story. So, my dad was trekking this thousands of kilometers on that route on foot, and he was on his last leg in Turkey passing through some village when he ran out of water. And then he saw this shepherd, and he was trying to tell him that he was thirsty. Of course, the shepherd didn't understand him. After a long struggle, my father gasped for air like a puppy with his tongue out. And finally, the shepherd blurted out, "Sue!" And it became my dad's favorite word, and after that, my name.
Wow, good story.
If you ask my father, he's much better at telling stories. He's a really good storyteller. He takes it to epic proportions. He would claw on the floor and say, "Oh, I'm thirsty, I'm dying. Somebody give me water." And then when he see the shepherd, he would go, "Oh, oh, oh."
My name doesn't have a story. It's just Valerie, or Val if you're too lazy to say the whole thing.
I was named after the great actor Hal Holbrook, and my brother Tal after the great Russian chess player Mikhail Tal. And my parents didn't even play chess. They just gave his name to my brother so that his name rhymed with my name.
So, Sue, how did you end up in North Dakota?
Oh, I came here to study art engineering.
What the hell is that?
Oh, we build, design, and engineer the materials the artists use. I know it's a weird combination, right? Art and engineering. One is all about feelings and emotions, and the other is all about logic.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Are you sure you came to the right place?
Yes? House of pleasure.
Yeah, but we're not some bohemian art house. This is a brothel.
Yes, I know.
So you have experience?
Experience? I've been doing this for so many years. I even took it further and studied.
Studying what?
This? Prostitution. Oh, but back home we don't call it that.
What do you call it?
Happiness providing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You went to school to become a prostitute.
Oh no, not to become. Because I was already working as one. I went to school to be better at it. I have a diploma with me. It was a one-year certificate program.
Well, I'll be damned. Val, take a look at this.
I have a license issued by the state of North Dakota.
That is a piece of paper giving you permission to be a prostitute. This girl went to school and got a diploma.
Went to school for what? To learn to fuck. She wasted a whole year of her life. I could have taught her everything she needs to know about sex in 1 hour.
I'm sorry, I am a little confused. Exactly what did they teach you for a whole year?
A lot of things actually, like the anatomy of women and men and how to maximize their pleasure.
Anatomy of men. Don't make me laugh. They have a limp dick. You suck it till it's hard. You shove it in whatever hole you prefer. Let it move in and out until sperm comes out the tiny hole.
Could you please just be quiet for a minute and not interfere?
You should open a school like the one in Asia. Here. We Americans are so proud of our entrepreneurship. I'm surprised nobody's thought of this before. And you are so interested in it, I think you should do it.
Jesus, woman, could you just sit here and be quiet? Can you do that for me? Are you capable of not opening your mouth? Go on.
Oh, right. And we also study the psychology of customers because 99% of our customers are Westerners. So we study English extensively and also a little bit of the Western civilization and sexually transmitted diseases, preventing methods. Oh, and Kama Sutra.
Of course, but why go on to study this hard engineering shit? You must be very good at this happiness providing business. I like that phrase, by the way. You like it too, right?
Oh, well, I like this business for now, and I really enjoy it. I make enough money to buy shoes and bags and all the nice things a girl could ever want. And it pays for my education. But let's face it, I can't be doing this forever. One day, I will be too old for this profession, and I wanted to have something to fall back on. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've said the wrong thing. Val, you are still beautiful. Really. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it like that. She shouldn't take me seriously. I mean, I barely speak English.
It's okay, she'll be fine. You seem really good, Sue. I mean, you have practical experience plus theory. That's a rare combination. But here in North Dakota, I am not sure our clientele will be into deep, spiritual, passionate, Eastern philosophical sex. So I want to make sure that, if need be, you can come down to their level. Our level.
Well, why don't you come inside? Let me show you what I can do.
Jesus, you should have warned me.
About what?
This.
Soup?
No, it's been a while since I've seen a female body.
Huh. You mean competition.
With her? Give me a break.
Oh, no, I am not competition. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love America and this is why I am here. But this competition thing, it's really not me.
Why not? Oh, I forgot. You live in a part of the world that celebrates peace and harmony and love and zenship. You don't have to pay bills or rent because you live in the mountains meditating all day, right?
This is actually true. Have you heard of this Latin expression, ex oriente lux?
No, Hal, I haven't heard that expression. You know, I had to skip my Latin classes during my Harvard years because I was too busy selling my body. What does it mean?
Light and wisdom comes out of the east. What? It was in the news.
Just one day, Hal. Just one day. I'd like you to come in here and talk about a movie you've seen or a play. You remind me of those 90-year-old retired generals living in assisted living homes, glued to their TV screens. You know the ones I mean, right? Anyway, while everybody else is playing cards or taking dance lessons, they're still watching the news as if the world mattered to them.
Oh, okay. So how? I don't know what you're talking about. Is there even this east-west thing anymore these days? Especially with internet and everything. Didn't the whole world just become one tiny little village long time ago?
So here's a hooker with a brain and a college diploma giving us a lecture on politics.
And now, we don't live in the mountains. We live in a really big and really populated city, just like here, more crowded. You won't be surprised that we are more civilized than you imagined. And we do have rents and many bills to pay. And since money doesn't grow on bamboo over there either, we have to work like everybody else. And trust me, it's even more competitive over there. It's just that for me, life is not a pissing game.
Contest.
What?
Oh, it's a pissing contest, not a game.
Of course, why would you feel competitive with me? Look at your body. And your skin so soft, like a newborn baby. Oh my God.
Oh, what happened?
You don't have hair on your body. I don't understand this. Why don't you have hair on your body?
Because that's how I am.
But you are a human. Humans have hair. I'm not saying we should be gorillas, although some people's bodies are covered with thick, dark hair. Ugh, that's ugly. I'm not saying we should be like that, but humans have hair. I don't understand why you don't.
Asian women don't have hair on their bodies. Well, except here, which she waxes, because...
Customers want to see what they pay for.
Good girl. But other than that, they have no body hair.
You mean to tell me you don't have to shave?
Nope.
You lucky bitch. There is simply no justice in this world. Do you know how much time you save and how many headaches you avoid? And while we're on this topic, and I've already opened my big mouth,
here it
let me
comes.
just say this one thing. I don't get God, really. In total contrast to men, he created women with aesthetic beauty, which makes them the object of lust and desire, but covers their bodies with hair, which makes them miserable trying to remove it, and then creates some women with no hair at all, which makes the ones with hair even more miserable, and questions his judgment and sense of justice. I really don't get it.
Okay, look, we can't have it all, right? You win some, you lose some. So what? If you have little hair, you shave it and it's gone. You are a beautiful woman, Val. You should be happy for yourself.
Hey ladies, I'm sorry to interrupt this very important topic, but Sue, did you give me all the papers that I asked you to?
Yeah, sure. They should all be in the file.
Okay, here's this, here's that. This is the doctor's report showing that you are in good health. No diseases, that's good. And here is your diploma. What was it? Oh yes, happiness providing. This is all good, but where's the, work permit? Green card? Something showing your immigration status in this country? You do have legal rights to work here, don't you?
I was hoping that you could overlook this small issue.
Tell me you're joking, Sue. Please, tell me this is a joke the two of you cooked up.
I wish it was, but no.
This cannot be happening right now. Just when I thought I found the right girl, of course, she has a tiny problem that she thought I'd ignore.
It's not as though every immigrant living in this country with an accent is legal, pal. Lots of people get a fake social security number and green card around the corner for $500. It's very easy. You should do it.
No, I can't do that.
Why not?
Because it's a lie, and I don't want to lie.
Oh, somebody please shoot me. Let me get this straight. You're willing to sell your body, but you're not willing to get a fake green card like millions of other people?
You're missing the point, Valerie. I don't care if she's righteous or a big fucking liar. I can't look the other way like some people do. I just can't. Look, you're a great girl. I want you here. I need you here. So we've got to find a way to get you a green card fast. I'm going to go see Kevin and see if I can sponsor Sue a work permit. Will you two be okay for a couple hours?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
That was a really good morning.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised that you're here. I mean, business has really picked up seriously.
You remember that guy?
Oh,
To be extra.
that doesn't happen. That's cute. That deserves more snacks. Yeah.
Hey guys. Sorry I'm late again.
Oh, you missed the morning rush.
I said I'm sorry. Save your sarcasm for some other time.
It wasn't sarcasm. We had very good business this morning.
What are we, Starbucks all of a sudden with men lined up for their morning fix? Since when did we have a morning business?
Word got out, I guess. Plus the ad I put in the paper must have helped.
What ad? What did it say?
You know, to let people know about the changes around here.
The new girl, Hal. Can't you just say it? Don't I deserve a little honesty around here? You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to let this bother me. Because today is going to be a very good day. You know why? Because he's coming. Who's coming? Remember the creative, crazy artist type? The one who showers and shaves and puts on cologne before he comes to see me? Isaac? He's coming. Last night, I was going through some email, and I found his address. I got so excited, I started doing my happy dance right in the middle of the floor, all by myself. I sent him an email right away, and this morning, I had his reply. Of course, he remembers me.
That's...
How could I forget you? And he's a big shot writer living in Fargo. And he's coming here today to see me.
That's great, hon. I'm really happy, but you cannot work like this.
What's wrong with this? I'm wearing it for my Isaac's special treat for a special guy.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's really nice. It looks beautiful on you. But you know.
No, I don't know, so you have to tell me.
Come on, Val, you remember, we talked about this. The state doesn't allow me to have 2 employees working out of one room at the same time. I don't mind keeping you here for your regulars and paying you some percentage of Sue's earnings. But I can't have you both undressed and ready to work at the same time.
So you want me to wear my regular clothes?
That way, if anyone from the state comes by, we'll just tell them you're my assistant and you're helping us with cleaning around here.
Fine. Nothing. Do you understand? Nothing. Not even this will ruin my day. I simply won't allow it.
Is it okay if I go in there and nap for a little?
Go ahead, honey. I'll let you know when we have a customer.
Really, Hal? Go ahead, honey, and lay down. I'll wake you up. Give me a fucking break.
Come on, Val. You're better than that.
Better than what? Don't fucking talk to me about jealousy.
Look, obviously I care about you. Otherwise, why would I be paying you to just sit around? She's working and you're making money out of her. So please, just sit back, be quiet, and drop this very bad attitude. I don't want any negativity around here. It's bad for business.
You're right. I'm sorry. You've always been very good to me.
See, you are so much more beautiful when you smile.
Hey, what happened to that Kevin thing?
What thing?
You know, Sue's work permit. She didn't have a green card. You were going to go talk to Kevin to see if you could sponsor her.
Oh, yeah, that. No, he said I can't do it.
How then?
I solved it. She'll be getting her green card in a couple months.
How?
Do you remember my brother Tao?
Do I remember him? I fucked him. You asked me to. You said he was going through a divorce, some rough times. Would I console him?
I don't remember that part, but yeah. Anyway, Kevin was bitching the other day about how he wants a new pickup truck for his remodeling business, but he can't afford it. So I offered him $7,000 to marry Sue. Well, she'll pay the money back, obviously, and the marriage will just be on paper. But hey, if they fall in love and the fake marriage becomes real, why the fuck would I care? I married a hooker too, after all.
Hey guys.
There he is, finally. God, I've missed you. How have you been?
I'm fine. Been around.
Hey, man, long time no see.
I know I've neglected you guys.
What have you been up to?
I live in Fargo now. Work for a non-profit organization doing some political shit nobody cares about except ourselves. We all play this game of I'm so important. Oh no, I'm more important than you. I'm also working on finishing up my second novel.
You've already finished your first one, and now you're working on your second?
When you say it like that, it sounds important, but trust me, you're not missing much by not reading it. It's hardly a masterpiece.
Well, what's it about?
It's just some self-published psychological mumbo-jumbo. It's nothing really.
Maybe you should write your next book about me.
Maybe I should write about you.
I want you to know you're the only customer I kiss. As always, shaved, showered, put on cologne and clean clothes. You are a true gentleman, a special breed. Oh, look what I got for you. Oh, well, not for you, for me, for you to see me in.
Gosh, you look beautiful.
Enough talk, let's go inside.
Oh yes, but first, let me take care of things. There now.
Oh, no. This one's on me. That's okay, isn't it, Hal?
Sure. It's fine by me.
I appreciate the gesture, but it's okay really, I insist.
Suit yourself.
Come on, let's go inside.
Let me wake Sue up and get her out of the room.
What's he doing?
Don't worry, it's nothing.
Oh, hey. Hi.
Hi.
You didn't tell me someone else was working here.
Yeah, she's new. Come on, Sue. Let's give them some space.
Sorry, what'd you say your name was?
She didn't. I did. It's Sue.
Sue. Beautiful name. Just like yourself. I'm Isaac. Very pleased to meet you.
Come on, baby, let's go inside. I've missed you.
Would you just give me a second here, okay, please? So I'm sorry, where'd you say you were from?
Asia. Can we go now? Come on, Sue.
Hey man, what's the rush? Look, she's working, would it be okay?
Are you fucking serious? Have some decency, man. That woman over there has been waiting for you anxiously for ages.
Look, I know it's bad, but this is your business and I'm a customer, right? So I want her. Look, I'll pay extra.
I don't want your money.
Babe, I'm sorry. I promise I'll come back for you tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Valerie. This is Hal. It's been a couple days now, and I haven't heard anything from you. I went by your apartment, and you weren't there, so I'm really worried about you. When you get this message, give me a call and let me know that you're okay. I hope to hear from you soon.
Hey,
Jesus, Val! Where the fuck have you been?
where's Sue?
She went to get some food or something. I don't know. Who cares where she is? Where have you been?
You were worried about me. How sweet.
Of course I was worried about you. I called and went to your apartment God knows how many times. I'm glad you're okay. Come here. Sit down. Tell me where you've been.
I went to Kansas to see my mom.
Kansas? You haven't been there in years, and you just decided to go, just like that.
Just like that. I went there and I knocked on the door. She didn't want to see me at first. I can't say I blame her. Who wants their daughter to be a hooker? Well, you make plans for yourself, and God makes other plans for you, and sometimes, lots of times, the two don't match. I've lived the life I've lived. What difference will it make if I regret it or not? I checked into a motel, and for the first couple of days I just walked around the neighborhoods. One day when I got back, there she was waiting for me. Let me tell you something. Everybody loves, but nobody loves the way a mother loves her children. We kissed, we hugged, we cried on each other's shoulders. I checked out of the motel and I stayed with my mom. It felt so good to have somebody in my life. That's when I realized how lonely I had been.
Let me guess. You decided to move back to Kansas.
Yep, to start over. I know, it's the big American lie, to start over. We think if we go from one state to another, get a new driver's license, we'll be able to begin again. Right, like your past won't follow you. I know my past will come with me, and I'm fine with that. Well, I'll be fine with it soon.
So, if you go, what will you do?
Why do you talk to me like that, Hal, huh?
Like what?
Like I'm dead? Like there's nothing I can do but this?
I'm not saying that you can't do anything else. I just haven't seen you do it.
How hard can it be to be a barista in a coffee shop?
Do you know what that pays?
$7 or $8 an hour. It'll be enough. I'm living with my mom. I don't have rent to pay. It'll be fine. Or I might get a job in a daycare center and meet a kid's divorced dad and have a really big family.
So there's nothing that I can say or do to make you stay here?
I don't think so, no.
Not even a lucrative job offer? Related to this, but not this.
What do you mean?
You know Kevin, right?
Come on, Hal. Of course I know Kevin. Can't you remember how many times you asked me to fuck him to keep this place open?
God, I'm sorry. Where did my memory go? Anyway, Kevin was very interested in that school of sooths in Asia. Knowing that guy, I knew something would come from that interest.
Don't
Yes.
Don't tell me. He wants to open a school for hookers here in North Dakota.
Already resigned from the state and leased a floor of an office complex downtown. But before he resigned, he convinced the state legislature to pass a law requiring all sex workers go through some sort of formal training.
Smart man.
Sure, smart, but it's the right thing to do. Look, I want to believe in happy marriages as much as the next guy, but I have seen too many happily married men knock on my door before I've had my first sip of coffee. What does that tell you? This urge in men to fuck around won't go away. If that's the case, why not regulate it? Make it safe. Educate the girls. Let them get together and open their own houses in safe places. Let them pay taxes. Look, I hate Kevin. He's a corrupt son of a bitch, and he's probably going to want to fuck every girl who comes through those doors. But his ulterior motives don't change the fact that I support him.
What does this have to do with me? Does he want to open the school with me?
He wanted to open it with me, but I am too tied up. I barely managed to run this place. How the hell would I help him open and run a school?
So you volunteered me. You said Valerie will do it.
He'll fly you to Asia. Have a great vacation on his dime. Check out the school, learn the biz, and then come back here and help establish the school and the curriculum. He'll make you a whole partner.
Wow. I'm flattered, but speechless. I don't know what to say.
Say yes, and I'll call and tell him.
I don't know why I came back here. To pick this shit up? I don't think so. I'll tell you why I came back. To say goodbye to this life. Here. Give this to Sue. And this is a special gift for your friend Kevin. And this is for you.